been giving her icebreaker today. And this will be her quick trip around the world to her very personal destinations with the objective of really answering the everyday icebreaker question is, where are you from? Please welcome Coco Bay, please.
Mr. Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my icebreaker speech. If I was a product and I had a label on me, it would say something like, made in Spain. Or at least that is what my parents say. I was lovingly made in Spain by a Polish mother, an Austrian father. I was born in Germany and I grew up in Austria. Growing up, I traveled to different countries in Europe, and in the last 10 years, I worked on time-limited projects. In total, I lived in 11 cities. So where am I from? I lived in California, was taking care of a 3-month-old, and his parents were heads of department at a university, and they had to travel a lot, so we went to Boston, New York, San Francisco, Wyoming, Florida, Chicago, all over the States. It was really beautiful. It was very lucky. And I have learned a great deal about a great marriage. I lived in Spain. Spain taught me patience, in a new level of patience in a work environment. Cyprus taught me to stand up for myself and my values. Australia taught me to let go and welcome new things. I was 9 months over there, beautiful country as well. Vienna, Austria, I went back and got my bachelor's degree in communication studies. I met my husband, and Austria felt like a completely new country by then. I have learned to see something I knew from a very new perspective. My time in India taught me many things about intercultural teams, about colors, about just a different approach to life. 2 years in Switzerland. I've worked in online marketing, and I was just not satisfied with selling contracts, so I started a training to become a personal coach. Now I live in Cary since November 2013, and I have a German husband who I got engaged to in Italy, who I got married to in Austria. I have a Swiss cat, and since last week I have 3 American fish. So how do I truthfully answer the question, where are you from? Now if you ask me, and this has happened to me in different parts of the world, of course I try to keep it simple, and I will say what's in my passport, right? And I will say I'm Austrian, from Austria. And still, sometimes it gets complicated, because some people go, cool, Australia. What are the kangaroos like, and what are the llamas like? And I'm like, no. We're talking about Austria. It's a small country in Europe, and you're thinking of the continent. Austria as in Red Bull, you know, the energy drink? And no, of course nobody knows where that is from. How about Mozart? You know Mozart? No, that was so long ago. How about Arnold Schwarzenegger? Oh, okay. Sound of Music. Sound of Music. And then they go, yes, Sound of Music. And I go, yes, Sound of Music was filmed in Austria. And then they go, yes, that Austria. Now I get it. Now I get it. So that is the moment when people start singing these Sound of Music songs. And I have no problem with singing. I just don't know any of the songs because the movie's not famous in Austria, not at all. And actually, I only watched the movie because people started singing all the time. So bottom line, I have learned a lot from many different cultures in the world. And yes, Austria is kind of my home base, but really I am on a big journey. And in some way, each one of us is on a big journey. And that is what I do in my professional life. I help people reach new destinations and new goals in their life, in their business life or in their private life. My business is called Cockpit Coaching. I'm a personal coach, or I call myself a co-pilot, because I help you, the pilot of your life, reach your destinations. Now when I travel, I am an alien, and sometimes I do feel like I just landed on a completely different planet. But I know that we have all so much in common, and I wish we learn from our differences, and always remember that we have at least one thing in common, and that is we are all earthlings. So the next time someone asks me where I'm from, I will say I'm an earthling, and I hope you too. Thank you.